What's up, guys? WWE Fan Talk here, doing a live stream. Not sure how many of you guys are going to show up, just because it's 3:46 my time. I don't know if kids are doing or people are doing their school or whatnot. Gyms are 13 and up. I don't really want anybody lower in age than that, just because YouTube guidelines and stuff like that. So this video is strictly made for people 13 and up. 112 people watching. What's up, guys? So basically today we're doing a live stream Q&A. So if you have any questions, I will be talking about Money in the Bank. I did my predictions. I didn't do any reactions, but I will be doing some of my spilling out some of my thoughts about the pay-per-view, and you guys can as well. Let's start with the most talked about thing that happened at that pay-per-view, and that was Otis becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. So this was absolutely insane. I did not predict this. I thought that was least likely to happen. I thought it was 100% least likely to happen. What's up, Chris? WWE, thank you very much. But I didn't see that happening. I predicted AJ Styles. I thought that was happening, but it didn't happen. Otis won, and I've had some time for it to marinate, and I overall think it's good. You know, I mean, we got some fresh blood. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. I mean, AJ Styles has been championed before. Danny Bryan's been championed before. Baron Corbin's been United States champion, and he doesn't really need a title, and I don't want him to be champion. All those guys. I mean, Aleister Black would have been great, but that didn't happen, and I don't necessarily think that would have fit his gimmick that well. The Money in the Bank. I mean, imagine Aleister Black coming out with his dark Undertaker-esque entrance with a green Money in the Bank. So I think Otis worked perfect. I think this will elevate him. Hopefully they don't use this for the tag team championships. I think that is something they can do down the line. I don't want it here. I think that it should be used for his gimmick, and I think it should be used towards upping him and making him Universal Championship eventually. Because I was watching a lot of Otis today on WWE's YouTube channel, and he has a lot of potential. I think he's hilarious. It's different. It's a good gimmick. At least it's a gimmick, you know? So I think it's good. Hopefully Otis cashes in eventually, maybe later this year, and hopefully they build him up and have a storyline with Mandy Rose and stuff like that. But I don't think Otis should fail to cash in. I think he should cash in successfully. I know not a lot of people like him, but I think he has a lot of potential. And I don't think he always necessarily needs to be silly. He's a big dude, and I think it's good gimmick-wise. I wonder what they're going to do with Tucker. I wonder that same thing. I really don't think they should go down the path of having him turn heel on Otis. I mean, we've seen that so many times, and eventually nobody cares about that partner anymore. They care about the main guy, and I think that's just that scenario with Otis and Tucker, is that Otis has always been like the favored guy that people like and think is hilarious and heavy machinery. So I don't know what they're going to do with Tucker. Hopefully they remain a tag team, and Tucker's just like with him. They're a tag team, but Otis is kind of like his own thing in a way. Oh, also, major news, Sami Zayn has been stripped of the Intercontinental Championship. A lot of people are pissed about this. I don't give a damn, just because I've had enough of Sami. I mean, I got to see Sami Zayn win that title, and that's literally all I cared about. And then he defeated Danny Bryan at Mania, which could have turned into something great, but it didn't, and he hasn't defended the title since. So to everybody saying it's unfair that he had to lose the title, it's unfair that he doesn't defend the title. So now they're holding a tournament on SmackDown Live, and we're going to have to see who's going to be the brand new Intercontinental Champion. Hopefully it's like Cesaro. My two picks are Cesaro and Danny Bryan. Actually, no, Cesaro, Danny Bryan, Jeff Hardy. Out of all those, I would want it to be Jeff Hardy. The two top guys would probably be Jeff Hardy and Cesaro. Maybe they could do something with Cesaro versus Jeff Hardy down the line. I don't know. Also, Becky Lynch has dropped. What's up, Panchu Carbajal? Becky Lynch has dropped the Raw Women's Championship. Turns out the Women's Money in the Bank was for the Raw Women's Championship, which wouldn't have made sense if a SmackDown woman won the Money in the Bank. But yeah, Asuka won it, and she's the new Raw Women's Champion. Becky Lynch announced that she is pregnant, and she will be a mother. So Asuka is the Raw Women's Champion. So I think that's kind of cool how they did that. Instead of having her lose the title, she just forfeited the title, I guess you could say, or just dropped it. I don't know. But good for her. Yeah. Also, Money in the Bank. Baron Corbin supposedly murdered Aleister Black and Rey Mysterio. Now, I think what would be great is this. Rey Mysterio, I don't really know what they're doing with him. It doesn't make sense why he got thrown off, but I think it's great that Aleister Black got thrown off. And here's why. They could totally do a darker theme, you know what I mean? Like, he's already Aleister Black, and he already has a darker theme, and he kind of rises up as if it's like a coffin, and he comes up. What they could do is have him be kind of like a dead gimmick, like a zombie gimmick, but like remain Aleister Black, but he's immortal, kind of like the Undertaker. And they could have him do something like that where he just won't die. That would be great. And he comes out with King Corbin, Black Mass. That's that. Thoughts on Seth Rollins? He went insane this Monday. I'm curious to see where his gimmick is going to go from here. I'm not quite sure. I like it, though. It's pretty good. Otis is more charismatic than Eddie Guerrero. I don't know if you should say that, but he is pretty charismatic. Eddie Guerrero is pretty good as well. Who watched Tamina versus Bayley? I actually thought that match wasn't half bad. Bayley did win, though. My girlfriend just left me, so Tanner always makes me happy. Cool guy. Sorry about that. Favorite AEW is Seth the father? Yes, he is the father. I don't see. I mean, they're engaged. There's no other father. Your biggest fan, HuzTube. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Your guys' donations always help out with the channel. You guys are not required to, but if you want, then go ahead. Again, these streams are ages 13 and up. I've had somebody younger than 13 who sent me a lot of money, and their parent got really pissed at me. So anybody 13 and under, don't attend this, just because YouTube and their policies. And if anybody does want to do the super chat thing and donations, then you have to be. I require you to be 18 and up. Do it at your own risk, but I say 18 and up. Who will win at Double or Nothing, Rhodes or Archer? I see it going more towards Archer. I think Archer's like kind of, I don't know, he's interesting. I think he's overrated to a certain extent. I think Cody should win just because it's like Cody is like one of the higher ups in the company. It would mean so much more if Cody was the first ever TNT champion. I think it's too predictable that Archer wins. When do you start training again? I start training again, and I seriously have no clue. I'd say probably late August, early September. Is it just me, or is the audio breaking up? I'm not sure. Let me know, guys. Is the audio breaking up? Can you guys hear me fine? I guess you guys can hear me fine. It's breaking up. Okay. What about now? Can you guys hear me now? I'm assuming it's fine now. Favorite Undertaker match? My favorite Undertaker match is probably Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania 27 or 8. Thank you very much again, HuzTube. Really appreciate it. EC3 on AEW. That's the best bet. I think so. You should make your own merch. That's a good idea. Once this whole thing that's currently happening to the entire planet is over, that's definitely a possibility. Can't wait for the return of Backlash. Yeah, Backlash, I believe Backlash wasn't... Is it just me, or is Backlash not around last year? I can't really remember all the pay-per-views, but yeah, Edge versus Randy Orton Backlash, that should be interesting. I see Randy Orton winning this match somehow, and then them having the blow-off feud at SummerSlam. Now, I think this is my prediction, or this is what I think should happen. if they don't want to keep the title on Drew for much longer, have Drew defend the title throughout the summer and eventually lose it to Randy Orton. I don't want him to lose it, but I think this would be great. I think if Randy Orton beat Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, then Edge comes after Orton at SummerSlam main event, Edge versus Orton WWE Championship. I think that would be iconic. I think that would be great. Have Edge hold that title. Maybe Drew gets it back later. But I think that would be great. Something big like that, because I can't really think of anything else that they'll do because they're already doing that last man standing match, which usually is like the final blow off of a feud. And then they're doing a regular wrestling match, and then they're doing I don't know. I would assume they should do a championship match. CM Punk, Raw or SmackDown? Raw. He'd probably be on Raw. What's your thoughts on the recent releases, and do you think most of them will go to AEW? Justin Kempfer. My thoughts are WWE has to do what they got to do. I mean, they're always gonna be releasing people if they're not on the show, if they're not on the card, if they don't want to have a spot, then it's useless paying them all that money. I also think that they lost a lot of money from WrestleMania, so they had to make some cuts, which sucks. I don't think they wanted to, but they had to. So that's what I think about that. Edge only has a wrestle 5 matches, so a year. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's wrestled 1. He's going to wrestle his 2nd, have his 3rd be for the WWE Championship, have him defend it once, and then lose it at his 5th match. I don't know. I want to see Drew versus Fiend. I would like to see that. I don't want to see the Fiend be champion, though. That's the thing. We already saw that happen. And he had a pretty lengthy title run. It was like 2 or 3 months. That's pretty good. So, I don't know. I don't see what else they could do with the title. What am I doing for the rest of my night? Probably like some school or something. What are your thoughts of WWE not doing Fastlane anymore? I don't give a crap. I think Fastlane was just kind of like one of those pay-per-views that just were just pointless and didn't really do anything for the company. Brock is out. Yeah, I'm assuming he's out. Who do I think is the hacker? I think the hacker that's been appearing on SmackDown is Mustafa Ali. And I think I've heard rumors that it's going to be Mustafa Ali, Shorty G, and Dana Brooke as like a stable. I don't know. Hopefully it works. You think it's R-Truth? I don't know. You think it's Tucker? That would be interesting. That would gives Tucker something to do. It's Mustafa Ali because you can see his logo. Yeah, exactly. I think that's just the most obvious thing ever, is that Mustafa Ali's like hand logo thing is on the computer. It's just obvious. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, go check out that mystery unboxing for my championship title. I'm just going to say it right now. It's the North American Championship. If you want to see the North American Championship unboxed and reviewed, go check out that video of the mystery championship. It's one of my most recent videos, so go check that out. It is the North American title, and just so you guys know, I'm probably going to change the thumbnail to the North American Championship, and there's probably going to be a ton of people in the comments saying, you said it was a mystery unboxing in the video, but the title says it's for the North American Championship. Well, I just got to do that sometimes, because if you guys are interested in mysteries, then I just got to put out the more interesting stuff. Keith Lee side plates. Yeah, eventually. Guys, by the way, I am holding off on getting this re-leathered because I'm getting something else this month. I'm not going to let you guys know what it is, but it is pretty pricey, so I had to hold off on the re-leather. So it is pretty freaking huge. It is new. It's going to be awesome, guys. So just look out for that. Probably end of the month or early next month, you'll be seeing a massive, amazing unboxing. So thank you, Breakfast Brandon. Really appreciate it. Under should face Otis at WrestleMania 37. Maybe. Since Sammy dropped the title, who do you want to see win it? Well, I heard they're gonna have a tournament. I would like to see Jeff Hardy win the championship. I would like to see, well, to be honest, I would like to see Jeff Hardy as Universal Champion or WWE Champion one last time. But I think he should, if anything, it should be Jeff Hardy who wins the championship. Or maybe Cesaro, Jeff Hardy. I think those are the two best ones. Either Cesaro, Jeff Hardy, push Cesaro, or push Jeff Hardy. I think if Jeff Hardy is in the tournament, he is going to win it because he's getting massively pushed right now, supposedly. He did defeat Cesaro. So how I would do this is have the tournament, have Jeff Hardy win it, maybe go on like a 2 or 3 month title reign, and then do something with Cesaro. Maybe have Jeff Hardy turn heel and Cesaro baby. I don't know. That would be great. I know that's pretty unlikely, but I would like to see that happen. Do you think Sheamus and Cesaro would reunite again? I think it's definitely possible. Thoughts on Braun Strowman? I really like Braun Strowman as a Universal Champion right now. I don't know how long it's going to last. I think that if they continue this Fiend Braun Strowman storyline, then the Fiend will win the belt again, but I'm not sure. My dream card for Backlash? I can't think of an entire card. Randy Orton versus Edge. I'd say Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley. I don't know. That's just something that I want to see. I'm not even a fan of Bobby Lashley, to be honest. But I think just two big brutes going at each other would be great. Of course, Drew McIntyre retaining. Universal Championship, I'm going to say it'll be Braun versus The Fiend. Raw Tag Team Championships, I'll say Viking Raiders versus Street Profits. I really honestly want to see Cedric Alexander and Ricochet win those belts. I think they're great. They're using them totally wrong right now. They even got that matching gear, and they're just lit. They're a very awesome high-flying team, and I think they need to be pushed. You know what I mean? I think they should have that triple threat Raw tag match. Viking Raiders, Ricochet and Cedric Alexander, I don't think they even have a team name, versus Street Profits. That would be great. Christopher Raw is revealed as the hacker. Yeah, sure. What is this? They should have never taken the Universal Championship off The Fiend. I beg to differ. I think that it needed to happen sooner or later. And if it would have happened at Mania, then people would have bitched and moaned about it. They would have said, oh, Roman Reigns defeated The Fiend, and Roman doesn't deserve it, and The Fiend deserves it. The Fiend deserves to hold the title till he leaves the company. I don't know, something stupid like that. But I don't know. I like The Fiend, but I don't think he should be champion. Especially his matches, you know? I mean, I love the gimmick and everything, but, like, the matches were just so bleh. Like, the best Fiend match I've ever seen is Fiend versus Daniel Bryan at Royal Rumble, the strap match. That match was great. Absolutely great. Every other match was just like a squash match. And they defeated him, and it was so obvious he was going to win with the mandible claw. I'm not putting down the Fiend or anything. I think that Fiend versus Strowman will be a good fight. I don't want to see him as champion again, though. But it's probably going to be him. What are your favorite WWE pay-per-views? My favorite WWE pay-per-views are obviously WrestleMania. It's really a toss-up between WrestleMania and Royal Rumble. I really like Royal Rumble ever since I went to Rumble Live at the 2019 Royal Rumble in Arizona. Totally changed my mind about the Rumble. I mean, I already liked the Rumble, but Mania has always been my favorite. But once I went to the Rumble, it was just insane. The countdown and everything, it's awesome. The suspense. I love Money in the Bank. And, you know, going back to Money in the Bank, a lot of people are trashing on Money in the Bank. And, you know, I think Money in the Bank should keep happening. I think it's one of their most interesting pay-per-views. You know, it has the gimmick, it has the ladders, it has the briefcase. And I think this past Money in the Bank, it was very interesting. It brought something different to the table, and I enjoyed it a lot. And just because somebody doesn't win, you know, that you want, just because somebody you want doesn't win doesn't mean that they should, you know, get rid of the pay-per-view or whatever. I mean, they're building up Otis. Who gives a damn? I did honestly really like Money in the Bank, though. I really enjoyed Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. That was match of the night, in my opinion. And then I think Braun versus Bray was actually surprisingly good. And then, what the hell? And then Tamina versus Bailey was actually pretty good. I hate Dolph Ziggler, The Fiend, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, John Cena, Danny Bryan, The Rock, Roman Reigns, and the only superstar I love, John Cena. All right, interesting. In SummerSlam, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. I would be down to see Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Nope, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam, and Edge versus Rollins at SummerSlam as well. Why don't Becky fight pregnant? Because she can't. That's not safe. I'll be right back. What about Otis using Money in the Bank for tag titles? I don't know. Come on, guys. Give me them good questions. Where's the Blue Universal Championship? That is on my wall. And to all you guys who... Surprised, a lot of you guys like the blue real leather WWE Championship. A lot of you were pissed that I didn't actually get the real one from WWE Shop, but I enjoy the real leather one. I just didn't want to have to spend $430 for an exact championship I already have, just a different strap color. So I was just willing to spend half the price for the strap. So I'm not going to be spending $430 for a belt that I already have. I think that's ridiculous. I already have like 3 of those championships that have the network logo on it, and I think it would have been a waste if I would have gotten that. So, and I already have the WWE Championship, and I have 2 of the WWE Championships, so I just turned one into the Blue Championship. Is there a kitty over there? Over there? The kitty was over here when he ran. Yeah, it was a great kitty. Yeah, it's like a kitten. Anyways, am I single? Yes. You farted? Good for you. Let that gas out. Will Karrion Kross beat Adam Cole for the title? I think if anybody should, it should have been maybe Velveteen Dream. Didn't happen though. It looks like that ship sailed. I think that Karrion Kross. I like the name Killer Kross better, but Karrion Kross works as well. I like that gimmick, and I think Karrion Kross versus Adam Cole would be great. Is there a kitty over there? No. Why is he meowing? My cat's meowing. Sorry about that, guys. Who's the best SmackDown wrestler? Who is this best SmackDown wrestler? Apparently, it's Otis. I'm kidding. Oh, God, guys. Okay, wait 1 sec. I gotta read this. Why don't you keep the WWE Championship commemorative in the background when the next live stream? All right. Jeff Hardy versus Edge at SummerSlam. Definitely. Are you growing your hair out? Yes, I am. It's just messy because I just worked out in my garage, so it's pretty messy. Mandy Rose, definitely. Thoughts on Pete Dunne? I like Pete Dunne. I think he's great. You look like Seth Rollins. Thank you. What's insane is that my cousin looks a lot more like Seth Rollins. But that's pretty funny that you say that. My favorite video game? I don't really play video games that often. I have a lot of games on my phone and stuff. I'm not like one of those Twitch people, but the one game I actually played all the way through was, I think it was Call of Duty Ghosts or something like that. I forget what it was called, but that was like a long time ago. I look like Ken Shamrock. Oh, kinda. I see what you're talking about. Cesaro is underrated, definitely. Roman versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship, no holds barred match, 100%. I want to see that more so than Roman versus Fiend. Otis should cash in the Money in the Bank contract on Braun Strowman. Order Mac and tell her not to tag team champions. That would be hilarious if Otis goes to cash in. What the hell? Get the freaking Hornet. It's a freaking Hornet flying around. It's a problem with doing live streams outside, is that there's like this yellow. Was that a bee? No, that looks different than the one I saw. Anyways, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Otis. What if Otis goes to cash in on Braun Strowman? Or everybody thinks he's going to cash in on Braun Strowman, but he just cashes in his Money in the Bank. Or he tries to cash in his Money in the Bank at like McDonald's for like a Big Mac meal. That would be freaking hilarious. He tries to, but he gets turned down, so he has to actually pay. Have you made a custom Tanner Black figure? I have. Like 2 years ago, I think it was. Should Zack Ryder go to AEW? You know, I think that they have enough people right now. Because they don't even have everybody every single week on Wednesday Night Dynamite, so there's like too many people, I think, and I think that they have enough people to push right now, especially them only having one brand and having only 4 championships. They have the main AEW championship. They have the TNT championship, which there hasn't been a champion crowned yet, tag team champions, and the women's championship. And it seems like AEW is the type of company where the title reigns are going to be like long title reigns, like 6 to 8 month title reigns. So it doesn't give it a lot of opportunity for newer guys to be champions and that kind of stuff, which kind of sucks. But I think they're trying to do that whole freaking New Japan Wrestling type thing where WWE is more like the guy holds it for like 3 or 4 months, just storyline purposes, which I agree with more so. I know there's like prestige and championships, blah, blah, blah. $1 Million Championship, yeah, that's definitely been recommended. Hey, you guys. Omega versus Seth Rollins, who wins? Seth freaking Rollins. I think Omega's great, but I tend to think that he's a tad bit overrated just because he hits those freaking knee strike, winged angel dive bullcrap. I think he's great, though. I'm not putting him down. I'm just saying I think he's overrated at times. Like a lot of those guys tend to be. I don't think wrestlers have to be like New Japan wrestlers where they're just like destroying each other. I don't think they have to be that in order to be called one of the best in the world. I think that's ridiculous. Not putting down Japanese wrestling in any way, but Otis versus Tucker for the Universal Championship? Oh, please, no. I'm a big fan of you. Thank you. Zane Rajput. All right, guys. Any questions? Any predictions? Anything you want to know? Oh, there's a good one. I like that one. Do you recommend titles with metal plates or brass plates? If you can, get brass. I think that might be a little bit more pricey, but I'm not sure. How old are you? I am 19 years old. Do you recommend the titles with metal plates or brass plates? I said brass plates. Tanner, will you ever go to New Japan Pro Wrestling once all this stuff is over? It's possible. That is definitely a match I want to see. I want to see Dolph Ziggler versus Shawn Michaels. They're just two very similar guys. Obviously, Dolph Ziggler kind of like designing himself out of HBK, but any wrestler is always going to get inspiration from a past wrestler. Do you think titles with metal or Big Boy Tyrone? I said brass plates. Brass plates are the ones to get. Have you been to the UK? I would like to be, though. The only place I've been in Europe is Germany. That's the only place I've ever been to. In Europe, of course. I'd like to go to the UK, though. Is wrestling fake? No, it's not fake at all. Just to let you guys know, I'm a pro wrestler, and it is not fake. I've had my nose busted twice. I've had my IT band freaking destroyed. Had my knees destroyed. I've had my elbows hyperextended. Pretty much broken fingers. Not broken, but hurt them pretty bad. But so, yeah, pro wrestling is not fake. Asuka or Nia? Asuka. I used to like Nia Jax a lot. I don't know why, but I don't like her that much anymore. What are your favorite side plates you have? I really like the AJ Styles ones, as well as I think the AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan ones are very good because they have that nice metal, or they have that nice like colorish look to it. I mean, it's not like, because a lot of the side plates only have like gold and black, where like the Brock plates have gold, black, red. And Daniel Bryan's have gold red, and then AJ has gold blue. I like when there's some color added to it. I like the John Cena ones as well, because I also like when the side plates have two separate designs. What's up, Bread Alive? Dude, what title thinking about getting next? It's up in the air. I'm not gonna straight up spit it out there, but there's a lot of great championships on WWE Shop right now. Of course, the new Intercontinental Championship, the $1 Million Championship is always one. The Brahma Bull Championship, which people seem to be liking a lot. And then the Women's Tag Team Championships, a lot of people ask for. So any of those four, you never know. NXT Tag Team Championship. But yeah, guys, once again, look out for something pretty big by the end of this month or early next month. So look out for that. This month is going to fly by pretty fast, so it won't be too long. Are you thinking of getting the Rated R Spinner Championship, or no, you've already got the Spinner Championship and you're getting are you getting the Rock Championship? Both of those are possible. I like the Rock Championship. I also like the Rated R Championship. I think that's definitely one I want to get. That's different from the Blue Universal Championship, because the Blue Universal Championship is the Universal title just with the blue strap. So that would be a waste. Where like the Rated R Spinner had some impact, and it actually has like a separate spinner and has like Edge's own design to it, and I think it's iconic. It's more iconic, I think. Did you sleep well? I did sleep well. Well, it's 4:20 in the afternoon, so yeah, I guess I did sleep well. Drew or Tanner? Drew McIntyre. Styles is better heel or face? I don't know. I really like AJ Styles as a face, so I think he's also great as a heel, though. It really depends. I'll go AJ as a heel. I think he's a great heel, but I also think he's great as a face, but I'm just going to say heel. Do you recommend buying the commemorative titles? Yes, definitely. Do you go to the beach often since you live in Cali? Not too often. I'm not really a beachy person. I like the beach. I like the ocean breeze, Carlsbad is a really nice beach in California that I like going to the beach. I'm not one to like want to go swimming at the beach. I like sitting on the beach in the sand and enjoying like a soda on the beach and just sitting down, listening to like some seal, and I hear like that breeze, getting a tan. That's nice. I don't go too often though, especially right now. But Alberto Del Rio killed Vince McMahon. If anything, Alberto Del Rio should be the one that's killed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up right now. Do you like soccer? I'm not the biggest soccer fan. I used to kind of like it when I was a kid. Never played it, but I liked collecting the jerseys and stuff from the UK. Didn't he get arrested for something? Yeah, Alberto Del Rio did get arrested for something very bad. I'm not going to say it on here, but he did do something very bad, and he should go to jail for a very, very, very long time. Any predictions on announcement tonight on NXT? Oh, yeah, that's right. William Regal is announcing. Sorry, I'm looking up for these freaking bees. They keep jumping out of nowhere. William Regal is announcing something tonight. It could be that he's retiring. Maybe that a title is vacated or they're creating a new title. I think what would be great is if there was a hardcore championship in NXT. That would be dope. NXT Hardcore Championship, that would be great. Smash the old NXT Championship and then duct tape it right hardcore. And then they have like a tournament. And it's not 24/7 rules. It's just defended as a hardcore championship match. And they just beat the ever-living crap out of each other. That would be dope. I think the NXT Championship should get upgraded? No. I mean, I feel like the title's been like, it was just changed. It feels like it was just changed. Then again, it was changed in like 2017, 18. And it feels like this just got made. So I can't even imagine this getting a new design yet. I think the title should remain for a while. Maybe some like tad bit, like maybe do something a little bit different on it or something. I don't know. Add a hint of red or I don't know, something different to change it up. But don't change the entire design. Maybe change the strap color. I feel like Vince is mad at Roman for taking time off to be with his family. I don't know. I don't know how much I believe of that. I've heard a lot of that. I don't know. I feel like the internet likes to spit things out and likes to get people riled up so they have stuff to talk about and gossip about. But you never know. I don't know. It seems like something. I mean, I can understand why Vince would be mad because Roman's like the top guy and they had plans with him. But at the same time, I would understand why Roman wouldn't want to be wrestling right now and he would rather be with his family and his newborn twins. So it goes both ways, more so towards Roman's side. But I would understand. I mean, Roman is a big guy and he hasn't been around all year. So it would be nice to see Roman come back eventually. Do you like Ricochet? I love Ricochet. He's one of my favorites right now. Do you jump at the trampoline at the back? Yeah, all the time. You are the best YouTuber. Thank you very much, Anthony's Wrestling Reviews. Guys, I'm going to end this at the 45-minute mark. Just letting you guys know that. So we are at 38 minutes right now, going on 39. Have you seen Undertaker's Last Ride film yet? I have not. I've seen a little clip of it, but I do want to see it. It is on the network, I do believe, so I should go check that out. What is your wrestling finisher? My wrestling finisher is the Future Shock. I call it the Rebel DDT. I just like to slap something on there and make it different so I don't have to call it the Future Shock. Tanner, what were your thoughts on Becky's announcement on Raw? Mixture of emotions. It's sad to see her go because she's made such a massive mark, but at the same time, there's really nothing for her to do anymore. I wouldn't want to see her at the high she is right now and former Raw Women's Champion and then losing it and then slowly going into like the mid-card division. I think that what she did right now, what she done, if she retired right now, I would be satisfied. Because she's done so many good matches. She's main evented WrestleMania. She held the Raw Women's title for over a year. She's been Raw and SmackDown at the same time. She's had the SmackDown Women's Championship. She's the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion. So she's done a lot of stuff. And I think she's honestly one of my favorite and one of the top women's wrestlers of all time. Just saying it here. She's accomplished so much, and, you know, she needs a break. So she's pregnant, so let her have Seth Rollins, or let her and Seth Rollins have their baby on a break. You know what I mean? I think it's great. All right, guys, we have 5 minutes left on the stream. You guys always do these things, or you just like leave comments like T and H, just like their own letters. I don't really understand what that is. Do you know Will Ospreay? I don't know Will Ospreay. I know who he is. I don't know him personally. Do you wrestle in trampoline? Lately, yes, because I haven't been freaking able to wrestle anywhere, so I'm so desperate that I take bumps in the trampoline or throw myself around just because I'm super desperate to get beat up. Mostly just jumping. Do you like Cesaro? I like Cesaro. Are you going to get the Rock belt? If I see a high enough demand in it, it's quite possible. Leave your comments if you want to see the Rock Championship and the Brahma Bull Championship if you want to see it, or any other title. Which era is your favorite? Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era? Which era? I'm gonna say Attitude Era, but I really like Ruthless Aggression. I'm gonna go with Ruthless Aggression. I'm just gonna go with it. I think that a lot of people are gonna say Attitude Era because it's Attitude Era, but I like it. I really like a Ruthless Aggression Era. What do I think? Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Seth Rollins has new music. Not the biggest fan. I think it fits great with his gimmick because he's going for that Messiah gimmick, so it works good. But I'm really going to miss the whole burn it down gimmick. So usually when a wrestler changes their theme song, they stick with it. So I really hope he doesn't stick with this for a while. You know, maybe like the rest of the year, and then changes the gimmick back to Monday Night Rollins or something like that. But I don't want to see Seth as the Monday Night Messiah for like another 2 years. That would suck. It's a good gimmick, though. Will I ever get the US spinner if they ever put it on WWE Shop? Then hell yes. Royal Rumble winner 2021 prediction. Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Seth Rollins wins the Royal Rumble again. Have you heard of Paul Martin? Yes, I have. I just don't order anything from him because he's all the way in the UK. I want to see the intergender matches. Possibly. I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest. I know a lot of people are. I could see if they did something like Otis versus Nia Jax. But seeing like something like Charlotte versus Brock Lesnar would be ridiculous. I think that's something more like AEW's probably going to do down the line. I don't think WWE's really ever going to do that. I don't know. John Moxley or Kenny Omega? John Moxley. What do you think of Jinder Mahal being a face? I actually like it. As long as Jinder Mahal is a face, I don't really care for him when he's a heel. If I'm interested because we never have really seen Jinder Mahal as a face. So if he can pull off a good face, and maybe I'll like him. Do you like Brock Lesnar? I do like Brock Lesnar. Not the biggest fan, of course. I don't want him to be champion for like a whole year, but I do enjoy his matches. Grimm's Toy Show and Doo-Hop. Yep. All right, guys. We have around 20 seconds left. Thanks for tuning into this live stream, guys, and asking questions. It's very nice and refreshing. I will probably do some more live streams this week. And, of course, leave in the comments down below which championship replica you guys want to see next. If you haven't seen this one yet, go check out the mystery unboxing of whatever title I unbox. Hint, hint. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching WWE Fan Talk Show. Have a good day. Out.